There are 7 silent Stoic behaviors that make anyone who hurt you regret everything. And the truth is, none of them involve revenge, humiliation, or dramatic confrontation. Stoicism is not about paying people back. It is about becoming so disciplined, so calm, and so internally unshakable that other people are forced to face what they did just by watching who you become afterward. When someone hurts you, they expect a reaction. They expect anger. They expect you to beg for answers, chase closure, or collapse into bitterness. But the Stoic path is different. You do not give them that power. You rebuild in silence. You raise your standards. You sharpen your character. And slowly, the regret grows on their side because they realize they did not break you. They revealed you. Lesson number 1. The first silent Stoic behavior is refusing to chase closure from people who chose to hurt you. Stoicism teaches that peace does not come from explanations. It comes from acceptance. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that you do not need everyone to understand you in order to live correctly. When someone causes harm, there is a strong urge to seek answers, apologies, or emotional resolution. But chasing closure keeps you tied to the very person who disturbed your peace. When you stop seeking explanations, you take your power back. You accept that some people will never give you the honesty or accountability you deserve. And instead of fighting that reality, you move forward with clarity. This decision is quiet, but it is strong. It shows that your stability does not depend on their acknowledgement. Over time, this silence becomes uncomfortable for them. They expected you to return. They expected questions. They expected emotional engagement. When none of that happens, regret begins to form. Not because you said anything, but because your absence forced reflection. They realize that access to you was not guaranteed, and that realization carries weight. Lesson number 2. The second silent Stoic behavior is emotional restraint when others expect collapse. When someone hurts you, they often wait for proof that it worked. They look for anger, sadness, explanations, or visible instability. Stoicism teaches you to deny that expectation, not by suppressing emotion, but by governing it. Epictetus taught that freedom begins the moment you decide that nothing outside your mind deserves control over it. You still feel pain, but you do not perform it. You do not broadcast it. You allow emotion to pass through you without letting it dictate your behavior. This restraint changes the dynamic immediately. You are no longer predictable. You are no longer easy to manipulate. Calm becomes your boundary. With time, people begin to replay their actions against the memory of your composure. They expected chaos and found steadiness. They expected weakness and found control. That contrast creates discomfort on their side. Regret grows quietly when they realize they could not shake you because you refused to hand them your reactions. Lesson number 3. The third silent Stoic behavior is remaining consistent when others expect you to change for the worse. After someone hurts you, many people assume your discipline will slip, your focus will weaken, or your values will bend under pressure. Stoicism teaches the opposite. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself to remain the same person in every condition, not improved by praise and not diminished by harm. When you keep showing up with the same standards, the same work ethic, and the same self-control, you send a message without speaking. Your routine stays intact. Your priorities stay clear. Your behavior does not become reactive or bitter. This consistency is rare, and because it is rare, it is powerful. Over time, the person who hurt you begins to notice that their actions did not derail you. You did not spiral. You did not stall. You continued moving forward. That realization creates a quiet discomfort. Regret grows when they understand that their behavior had no lasting effect on your direction. You did not bend. You did not break. You simply kept going. Lesson number 4. The fourth silent Stoic behavior is removing your attention from those who no longer deserve it. Stoicism teaches that attention is one of the most valuable forms of power you possess. Marcus Aurelius warned that your mind should not become a place where careless people live rent-free. When someone hurts you, the natural instinct is to keep thinking about them, replaying conversations, imagining different outcomes. But every moment you do this, you are still giving them access. When you consciously withdraw your attention, something shifts. You stop checking for signs of regret. You stop wondering what they think of you now. You stop measuring your progress against their opinion. Instead, you redirect your focus toward what strengthens you: your work, your health, your discipline, your inner order. This redirection is quiet, but it is decisive. Over time, they notice the absence. You are no longer emotionally available. You are no longer mentally present. Conversations about them disappear. Your life moves forward without reference to theirs. That absence creates space for reflection on their side. Regret grows when they realize they lost access to you completely, not through conflict, but through your decision to move on in silence. Lesson number 5. The fifth silent Stoic behavior is improving yourself without announcing it. Stoicism teaches that real growth does not need an audience. Seneca warned that progress loses its strength when it is performed for approval. When someone hurts you, they often expect to see damage. They expect bitterness. They expect emotional decline. They expect the harm they cause to be visible. Instead, you grow quietly. Your discipline deepens. Your boundaries strengthen. Your presence becomes calmer and more controlled. You do not explain your healing. You do not display your progress. You let time reveal it naturally. This silent improvement is powerful because it forces comparison without confrontation. Over time, they notice the change. Your life looks more stable. Your confidence is quieter but stronger. Your reactions are measured. You no longer seek validation, yet you no longer need it. That contrast creates reflection. Regret forms when they realize hurting you did not weaken you, it refined you. And that realization stays with them far longer than any argument ever could. Lesson number 6. The sixth silent Stoic behavior is maintaining dignity instead of seeking revenge. When someone hurts you, the instinct to retaliate can feel justified. Anger disguises itself as strength, and revenge pretends to be closure. Stoicism exposes this illusion. Marcus Aurelius taught that the best way to respond to wrongdoing is not to become like the one who wronged you. Losing dignity to prove a point is still a loss. When you refuse revenge, you deny the situation its ability to corrupt your character. You do not lower your standards to match someone else's behavior. You do not trade long-term peace for short-term satisfaction. This choice is quiet, but it is deeply powerful. It shows that your values are not negotiable, even under pressure. Over time, this restraint becomes uncomfortable for the person who hurt you. They expected retaliation or bitterness. Instead, they see composure and self-respect. That contrast forces them to confront their own behavior without distraction. Regret grows when they realize you walked away with your dignity intact, while they are left with the weight of their actions. Lesson number 7. The seventh silent Stoic behavior is living well without needing to prove anything. This is the final and most complete form of quiet strength. Stoicism teaches that the ultimate response to harm is not explanation, not revenge, and not withdrawal, but a life lived with order, purpose, and calm direction. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the best revenge is to be unlike the one who performed the injury, not in words, but in life. When you stop trying to prove that you were right or that they were wrong, you free yourself completely. You no longer measure your growth against their awareness. You do not wait for them to notice. You do not hope for acknowledgement. You simply live correctly. Your days become structured. Your habits become disciplined. Your mindset becomes steady. This is not performance. It is alignment. Over time, the contrast becomes impossible to ignore. You move forward with clarity. They remain tied to the moment they caused harm. You build. They replay. You grow. They remember. Regret deepens not because you reminded them, but because your life quietly shows what they lost access to. This behavior closes the loop. Nothing more needs to be said. When these 7 behaviors work together, your inner world reorganizes itself. You stop living in response to other people's actions. You stop carrying resentment forward into new days. Your energy returns to where it belongs, into your body, your discipline, your values, and your direction. You become calmer not because life is gentle, but because you are no longer fragile. You begin to move with quiet certainty. You do not explain yourself. You do not seek emotional closure from those who denied you respect. You choose restraint over impulse, dignity over reaction, and progress over performance. Your identity stabilizes. Your presence becomes grounded. You are no longer defined by what happened to you, but by how you chose to rebuild afterward. This is the Stoic transformation, not loud, not dramatic, but permanent. At this point, a clear choice stands in front of you. One path leads back to reaction, resentment, and emotional dependence on people who hurt you. The other leads forward into discipline, silence, and self-mastery. Stoicism does not demand that you harden your heart. It teaches you to strengthen your mind. You do not need to announce this change. You do not need to justify it. You simply live it. Let others react. Let others explain. Let others carry regret. You move forward with calm control, knowing that your silence, your consistency, and your growth are already speaking for you. This is how Stoicism teaches you to respond to harm, not with noise, not with anger, but with a life so ordered and self-directed that regret no longer belongs to you. It belongs to those who underestimated your strength.